or spiritually. I'm there. Here, 2 hours. They're all yours. David Suissa has nothing on these 2 hours. Nothing. They're completely yours. You got them. God, these are your 2 hours. In return, I get 698 hours where I can hear, I can see, I can talk, I can breathe. It's not a bad deal, is it?
But, I mean, I'm going to give you a hard time here.
Please do, because, you know, we need a debate.
Yeah, because I do want...
Because you are never bored. I see you in synagogue. You always have a book.
I hate to be bored. I hate it with a passion. But
so I'm challenging you now. Am I not?
Yeah, but
is this the first time you're hearing this?
No, but it's good. It's good. But but at least I'm there. Like I'm there more than you are.
Yeah.
See,
you're there.
You're willing to go to shore to be bored for 2 hours, but you don't show up that much.
Not as much as you.
Right. So I'm always there. Okay, I'm reading a book, but at least I'm always there.
Absolutely.
I'm there every day.
It's hard to be bored.
I hate being bored. I will not.
It's very hard to be bored.
I will not put out with much boredom. I am not nearly as willing to sacrifice.
In fact,
as much as you are.
What I find is there's boredom, but then there's also annoyance.
Yeah.
And sometimes the synagogue experience, for me, it's beyond boredom.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Whereas if I go to that little shtibel, it might be boring, but it's not annoying, if you understand the difference.
Well, the thing is that what's annoying is different for every single person.
Yeah. But if I follow on my own principle, then I ought to be able to sacrifice even the annoyance, not just the boredom. You know?
Yeah, but see, I don't think you really believe what you've been saying the last 10 minutes.
Well,
I mean, I think there's something to it, but...
No, I'll tell you, the thing that there is to it is the times that I've been deepest in a synagogue is when I've just been concentrating on God. When I go into a synagogue, it's just between me and God. As opposed to, there's a lot of stress that's involved when you ask yourself, do I like this chazan? Am I liking this prayer? Because I prefer Sephardic prayer. I'm in an Ashkenazi thing. But, you know, there's stress when you're asking yourself whether you're being stimulated or entertained or not. So the rabbi might speak, and I'm always judging. Is this a stimulating thing or not? If I put all of that aside and I just connect with God, I have a better experience. So that's my view.
I got to say that my best experiences at synagogue, particularly with the prayers, have overwhelmingly been at non-Orthodox synagogues where they've got musical instruments, like Oratorio with Rabbi Mordechai Findlay, and Stephen S. Wise, and Sinai Temple in Westwood. Where they have
I'll challenge you on Sinai.
I love that.
No.
Friday Night Live.
Okay.
Craig Taubman rocking the house.
Yeah, but not Saturday morning. Not the organ.
No.
That's a church-like sound.
Well, I don't. To me, a church-like isn't
the organ.
Isn't pejorative.
Yeah, it is.
It's not for me. Like
that way.
Yeah, I know you.
Church. I mean, no, really. Have you been on Saturday morning to Sinai?
I think I've been once or twice.
You like the organ sound?
Yeah. I much prefer it to no organ. I mean, I prefer guitar and more. Well, I love Cantor Linda Robbins at Stephen S. Wise. She strums the guitar through Shabbos morning davening. It's so great. And Oratorio has musical accompaniment, and I have not been to Ikar, but they have musical accompaniment.
They don't. They just have the drums, percussion. In fact, Sharon Browse has trouble with
musical instruments.
Yeah, she does, but they have drums. Now, how about Happy Minyan?
Okay, that's fun.
Are there any instruments there?
No instruments there, but it's the only Orthodox synagogue where davening is joyful that I've been to.
You know, somebody was telling me the other day, you can eat a very small piece of bread, and the Birkat HaMazon you have to do is very long, right? When you can have a big meal, there's no bread, you can have a short Birkat HaMazon, depending on what you ate, right? If you have no bread.
Yeah.
So why is that? It's because bread represents the something where man was very involved in its creation. And that's the ultimate of our relationship with God, is when we contribute tremendously, we complete God. And there's so much involved in the making of bread, right? So when I have no instrument in a synagogue, and I have a fantastic minyan, like at Happy Minyan, for example, I feel closer to God because I'm doing it with me only.
What other minions do you get a fantastic experience that are Orthodox?
Pinto.
Pinto, they sing a lot?
Yeah, well, I was raised on this. You know, I think one of the biggest mistakes that synagogues make is they don't sing enough.
Yeah. Ashkenazi. Oh.
You know what? It's outrageous. I went to Chabad for 7 years, and we had these 2 or 3 moments that were fantastic.
Yeah.
Because the melodies were great. And then we're just back to mumbling for 20 minutes. And there's nothing in the Talmud that says you got to mumble for 20 minutes. There's nothing in the Talmud that says you can't sing. One of the secrets to Ikar is they sing most of the service. And most of their melodies.
Yeah. Same with
Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live with Oratora. They sing most of the
It's
service.
such a simple notion, and I don't know why the Orthodox world has not caught up. So if there's any Orthodox rabbis out there, sing more.
But the problem with in Orthodoxy is that it takes as long as it is. You sing it, it takes even longer. So the prayers are way too long in Orthodox Judaism.
They haven't found a way to sing and do it fast like the Sephardic way. Like Friday night, we do Lelechu Nenarena very fast with a beautiful melody. With a beautiful melody. Lechu Nenarena, and you know, and it's beautiful. I was raised on this in Morocco. We sang all the words, but there's a real melody, as opposed to sort of mumbling 80% of it, and then.
Do you want a Diet Coke or a glass of water?
No, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
So, how much of like a Shabbos morning service did they sing in the Moroccan tradition?
We sing most of it. In fact, we even have piyutim before the service, which is sort of like foreplay to get you in the mood. Before Kol Nidre, we have a good hour of piyutim, where we sing just to get you in the mood of Kol Nidre. You should come.
Rosh Hashanah davening, the morning of Rosh Hashanah, it goes what, 6 hours?
It goes
crazy.
to around 2 o'clock.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's true. Dennis Prager did a very nice piece recently.
Yeah, on Siddur baseball, how he like played baseball with his prayer book.
Yeah,
when he was a kid.
and the idea of trying to make things shorter and stuff. Yeah, I think this whole, we could do a whole show on prayer, and we should.
Yeah,
should do a whole show because that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Speaking, question number 3 on this subject. What can I do to ensure that God hears my prayers? The difference between prayer and the study of Torah, Rav Kook said, is that in prayer a man speaks to God, but with Torah God speaks to man. So do you speak to God when you pray?
I do, but it doesn't mean much to me. I would 1,000 times rather study Torah than pray. Prayer is the most boring time suck. I can't stand prayer. It's my least favorite part of Judaism. It's so brain dead because you're saying the same words 3 times a day. You're saying the Amidah, the central prayer. It's I would much rather hear what God has to say to me than I don't care about a relationship with God, and I don't care about that stuff. I care more about what God says to me.
Well, what's amazing though that you still do it.
Yeah, I still do it.
Why?
Well, I think it's good for me. I do get something out of it, but I mean it's really hard work.
What if you didn't get anything out of it? You would still do it, though.
I'd still do it because I made a commitment, and I'm someone who believes in following through with his commitments. And as a convert, I have to try harder. Like, if I was born Jewish, I wouldn't go to shul as much. But as a convert, like particularly someone with a, with a colorful history, I mean, I really have to like get in there and prove that I'm committed. And so I show up and I try harder, and I say the prayers, and I'm there at Minyan, but it's such hard work. Oh.
I'm very close to a rabbi who's been very outspoken when he says that when you do these mitzvahs and you pray and you put on tefillin and you light the Shabbos candles, that you're giving God some pleasure. That God needs you to do these mitzvahs. It gives God joy that you do these mitzvahs. What do you make of that?